What's good, people? Kai Storm in the building. New review for That One Voice Revised Edition. New reasons to get this book. Thank you for joining my channel today for my unpopular opinion. But of course, I got to tell you about my book because I got to get you to buy my book. Yes, indeed. Hit me up. Get yourself an autographed copy. $15. The purchase information will be in the description. Now let's get to the review.
You know, shit, I don't care who be in my views. I'm posting what I want to post.
All right, people, what's good? Kai Storm in the building, and yes, we are back in the business of reality talk. Yes, we are Housewives of Atlanta, Highland games, and explosive claims. A lot going on in these streets between Shamia and motherfucking Angela and K Michelle, and to the point where motherfucking Yandy dirty ass talking about she want to join the Housewives too. Child, I don't know about all that. The word on the street is already out about the reunion and who get to sit next to Andy. Because apparently whoever gets to sit next to Andy has the most drama throughout the season. And K Michelle is apparently sitting next to Andy. And I'm just like, I don't know. I don't know about that choice, but let's get into the episode. The ladies continue their trip to Scotland, but not everything is fun and games. Pinky receives news from home about her business that brings her to tears. I don't know. Things come to a head when family secrets between Portia and Shamia are revealed. Something to do with their mamas. I don't know. Excuse my mouth. I'm eating some mango right now. Get my snack on. But yes, like and subscribe. Keep it cute in the comments. Follow all the channels that follow me. Check out my sponsor, bougiestoner.co. And of course, get yourself an autographed copy of That One Voice Revised Edition. Yes, indeed. Okay, you already know I got to come in and confess that I did watch the first couple of minutes where the ladies are coming down to breakfast, and it all looks healthy too. Not gonna lie, I see some, oats and grains and fruits, and you know what I'm saying. I did hear her talk. I did hear Portia mention sausage, but for the most part, the whole breakfast looks healthy, and everybody's downstairs except and. Oh, excuse me, man. So Angela comes down, and Angela's about to come downstairs, and right before they calling her Bigfoot, because they're saying why she taking so long to come downstairs, because her foot got stuck somewhere. But they also mentioned how Phaedra went to investigate the recommendation of the lesbian website that is the more prominent site to go look at if you're looking for stuff. So apparently she went looking, and she you know what I'm saying. So yeah, it's starting off with what I already saw. Now the ladies are outside and they doing some paper plate activities. I'm just going to call it out. They doing some paper plate activities because throwing heavy ass logs, if that's not a paper plate activity, I don't know what to tell you. Then the next paper plate activity is hammer throwing. Now, tug of war, I ain't gonna say that's a paper plate activity. I ain't gonna say that because black people do it too. Black people definitely do it. I've done it, I guess maybe once or twice. I don't remember. Clouds be clouding, so I don't remember. But It's not necessarily a paper plate activity. You know what I'm saying? K. Michelle obviously is the only one not doing nothing because she said, I'm drinking and I ain't got time for this. Never mind, I'm not trying to fall on this ass that's still, I'm still working on keeping. You know what I'm saying? She said something about she don't know their health care over there. Either way, the fact that you started drinking means you don't really want to fuck with what the fuck they doing anyway. Never mind the fact. K. Michelle, what time is it that we started drinking? See, this is why I be talking about these reality shows that they allow drinking at whatever fucking time in the morning, day, night, it don't matter. I'll be like, damn. So the tug of war happened, and Portia's team, which had Angela and Pinky and had Angela, Pinky, Portia, and who else was on that side? Either way, they won the tug of war, and Kelly's little ass had got dragged all the way across the floor. But what had me with the funky look on my face is because the next scene, Portia gonna bring them inside, and they gonna eat something Scottish. Something Scottish, paper. It's supposed to be some kind of famous Scottish snack that's made out of lamb's brain. And bitch, this is where I push away from the motherfucking table because you couldn't have got me to eat this shit. I would have been like, nah, I'm not. And the audacity of you asking me to eat some fuck shit. First of all, I wouldn't even be in Scotland because even as the episode rolled in, I was like, Scotland don't sound like a fun motherfucking place for black people. So therefore, I wouldn't even be out there in the first place till you told me offered lamb's brain. Bitch, get the fuck out my face. And then, of course, I gotta make sure to remember to say that Portia ate it, and she said it tastes good for a little while, but then she gagged because it probably had a nasty ass aftertaste. And Angela goes, and in the confessions, Angela's talking about, I'm surprised that Portia got a gag face, that actually got a gag reflex. Bitch, first of all, the fact that the girl, you couldn't have got me to eat this shit. Like, you couldn't have got, I would have been gagging just as soon as you said lamb's brain. Like, nah, I'm not eating that. Fuck you talking about. So I guess while they were snacking on this lamb's brain, because the lamb's brain was also part of the main course, which I'm assuming certain people didn't eat because they were talking, because here go K. Michelle telling Pinky that she hungry, so I'm assuming she didn't eat that bullshit. But in that midst of conversation, they asked Kelly how she doing, and Kelly was like, I'm glad that we had this conversation, we had this straightening out between me and Portia, and Portia was like, yes, we should, we've gotten together, we've forgiven each other, and we don't want to fight no more, and you know what I'm saying, we want to pour into each other, and da-da-da-da. And meanwhile, everybody's joining the conversation. Shamia's hating ass is just in there sipping and talking about how, I guess, Portia can forgive other people but can't forgive me, but then I've seen this before, so I'm gonna just sit my hating ass over here and mind my business. And that's what she did. She set her hating ass over there and minded her business while she sipped her wine. Cause the fuck, bitch, shut up. In the conversation with K. Michelle and Pinky, they talking about Shamia, and they saying, Shamia is real defensive with everybody. She got a problem with everybody. Everybody she got an issue with. And it's like, and they see it as there's a dark cloud over her and she's just taking it out on everybody. my unpopular opinion, she been beefing to get on this show to be on the same level as Portia and be Portia BFF, but because now she's not Portia BFF, she fighting with everybody around Portia because she can't fight with Portia. That's what I think is going on here. You know what I mean? Because her whole fucking angle to get on the show was Portia. And now she on the show full, and Portia ain't fucking with her. Portia ain't fucking with her. When you look at Shamia's storyline, what is her storyline? Like, you know what I'm saying? You ain't at home with Gerald. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to have that son. You know what I'm saying? You don't even want to go through the surrogate of the whole thing to have that son. You know what I'm saying? This liquor business, we still ain't heard shit about the liquor business. You know what I'm saying? Like, what else is going on with your life that would make you interesting enough to be on this fucking show? Other than you battling with motherfuckers. Other than you battling motherfuckers, you ain't got shit else going on. Nothing. And you even take it into these you fully push this shit all the way through social media streets. You know what I mean? All the way through. So, so much is happening. I forgot I'm supposed to be talking about it. First and foremost, the ladies are all dressed up and ready to go to this excursion. They're about to go to some kind of excursion where they're just going to be partying, I guess. It sounds like they're just going to be partying. So, but before that, they walk up on Pinky, and Pinky's getting some news about, about her business, this and that, money's needed, and money's disappearing, and you know what I'm saying, she's had a non-profitable month, and in order to pay bills, this has to be coming out of her pocket, and she's crying because it's just, and rich people problems is what she said, and I heard her, rich people fucking problems. Then they go in a van, and everybody's in the van talking, and Cynthia's the only one in the van because Cynthia gonna meet them later because I guess Cynthia got something to do. But in the van, they talking to Kelly, and Kelly saying, because Kelly got this McDowell outfit, and it's from like Coming to America. Remember, instead of McDonald's, it was McDowell. She had this McDowell outfit. Like, what the fuck that was about, I don't know, but that's what she wearing. And apparently it has something to do with her man. And they also talk about how her man bought her $70,000 smile. She got $70,000 teeth in her mouth, and he paid for it. Phaedra says in the confessional, like, bitch, if I had the kind of bills that Kelly had, the last thing I'd be asking for a nigga to be paying for is my motherfucking teeth, to be giving me $70,000 for my motherfucking teeth. I'd be asking him to give me $69,000 on the bills and I'll use the rest to buy some Crest white strips and figure it out from there. Bitch, I ain't gonna lie, not only is that funny, but that is my sentiment exactly. Like, bills versus teeth. Bills versus teeth, nigga, I don't know. Kelly is not only singing the praises of this man, talking about, he pumping her up, and, he giving her great sex and money and love and all of that, and she love him and whatever and whatnot. And then they start talking about pelvic floors and falling, and Drew says something about going to a therapy to push her pelvic floor, and she has somebody to finger her to push her pelvic floor back up. And of course, K. Michelle was like, bitch, you lying like a motherfucker. Motherfucking way. You going to therapy to get fingers, bitch. That's what the fuck that is. And then here come Portia talking about, we gonna teach everybody how to do Kegels, because out of all these bitches, I have the tightest pussy and I know how to keep it tight. I know how to do Kegels, and I'm gonna teach them how to do Kegels. Like, what? Girl, it'd be a lot going on these. It'd be a lot going on when these bitches get to drinking. So the ladies stopped at some sort of kilt store and learned all about the different patterns of kilts, and the ladies apparently it's traditional to wear a sash, and the sash is of a certain, depending on the pattern. So Portia and Phaedra told everybody pick a sash, pick whatever color sash, and I will pay for it. And then she said, Phaedra, since it's your birthday, I'll go ahead and pay for it. So I'll be paying for everybody's now. I don't know if Shamia had a little issue because she said some little stupid shit like she used to do that with me, and it's like the way she walked off like on some she used to do that with me type of jealous type of shit, and it's like I guess maybe it was some kind of situation with her and Phaedra that I guess she's no longer part of the clique since her and Portia not talking, because again, Portia is her whole fucking storyline. Child, she is dragging it, and at this point, I'm done. Girl, I am done with you. So they hit this restaurant called Alchemist, but before they hit the restaurant, Cynthia asked Phaedra, what kind of food is being served at this restaurant? Phaedra says expensive. And I guess Portia's paying the bill. So because Portia's paying the bill, motherfucking Kelly jumped up and said, well, bitch, do you need another girlfriend? Cause bitch, I like when bitches pay for shit. So what's up? What is going on? And then what happened? And then all of a sudden Angela asks, oh yes, Angela asked Drew, what's up with your music? What's going on with your music? Drew comes out and says some outlandish bullshit, talking about she made a record with Ray J. Bitch, what? A record with who? Yes, bitch. This bitch says she made a record. She's coming out with a record with Ray J. And everybody at the table blown away. And of course, Kate Michelle is like, what? It might be a good record. And the producer's like, word, you being polite? She's like, yeah, because, delusion might make a good record. And real talk, that shit sound delusional and ridiculous as fuck. Ray J, nigga? Ray J. Yeah, the delusion continues because Pinky jumped up and said, well, shit, if you need a background singer, holla at me. I ain't saying that Pinky can't sing. I ain't saying that. What I'm saying is, what the fuck is this delusional bullshit being at? Why? You want to include yourself on a record with Ray J? This is a different conversation because next up is motherfucking Drew talking about how she had a conversation with Dennis because Dennis is setting up a tour for her, and apparently Dennis was also broke down to her and was talking about how he want Portia back and Portia don't want him back, and telling this to Portia at the time, and Portia just sitting there like, yo, first of all, I don't know what the fuck is going on, because I shit, you know what I'm saying, I don't know who he dating, so, or how all of a sudden he want me back, you know what I mean, and never mind, but at the same time, it kind of surprised me, because I remember last season, this was a problem with motherfucking Dennis showing up on camera with anybody else on the show, although it wasn't shown that he had a conversation with Drew on camera, but still, that was a problem. But I guess maybe that's probably why she not having a problem, because we didn't see Dennis on camera with motherfucking Drew. You know what I'm saying? But according to Portia said all of a sudden he got an issue. He didn't have an issue with Mike that much, but he got an issue with Sway. That's her name, Sway. He got an issue with Sway, and I guess because she a woman. I'm thinking she got an issue with Sway because his Sway has been outside with Portia. Like, Sway went to the motherfucking BET Awards with her. Like, they outside. They fucking. Like I said plenty of times before, they fucking. I'm side-eyeing the fuck out of you, Shamir, because now it feel like you just said some shit to include yourself in a conversation. Cause as they talking and whatnot, they talking because Portia's saying, you know what I'm saying, I think that Dennis' main issue is who I'm bringing Pilar around, you know what I'm saying, because you know what I'm saying, because he thinking that I'm, you know, bringing the people I'm dating around Pilar, and I don't play about her. I'm not letting just anybody be around her. You know what I'm saying? So the people I'm dating ain't around her. Now here come motherfucking Shamia including herself in the conversation, because all throughout this conversation she wasn't included. She included herself. She was like, well, I just wanted to tell you that I'm hurt that Dennis told Gerald that, you know, he can't bring Pilar to my house because of whatever's going on between me and you. And Portia's like, bitch, if me and you ain't talking, I'm not letting my daughter go around you. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, that's common fucking sense. Like, and then this one's talking about, and Shamir's talking about, well, you being the mom, I would think that you wouldn't let our relationship be involved in that because I wouldn't do nothing to your child. Bitch, if me and you ain't talking, I'm not gonna send my motherfucking children any motherfucking, you know what? Well, yes, that is what is going on here. If Portia is not letting her child around you because you and her ain't talking. This has nothing to do with your personal life, Kai Storm. I took a pause because in my head I just spoke about this on the podcast, and this is what I spoke about is a completely different situation than what is going on this TV show. So I should not even dare have included myself in my head. Let me go on. But yes, that's the discussion that's going to lead to the argument between Portia and motherfucking Shamia. Yeah, Shamia and motherfucking Portia got fucking shots to fire at each other, and nobody at the table ready. When I tell you nobody at the table ready, nobody at the fucking table ready. Cause first she said first of all, you talking shit about my mom on your social media, but you ain't say nothing about what your mom did. This is what Shamia is saying to Portia. And Portia's like, bitch, I don't know your mama and my mama relationship like that. They was friends first. So I don't know their relationship like that. But it didn't, and then of course Shamia's like, but you knew enough to be posting about the whole sale of the daycare, which I guess that was the whole situation with them in the first place. And then Portia says everybody knew about that shit. So what the fuck is you talking about? So why? So what are you talking about? Shamia jumps up and says, well, shit, well, you posted about that, but you damn sure didn't post about your mama trying to sleep with my father. Everybody at the table clutches their pearls like, what the fuck you talking about sleeping with her father? And then of course, Portia's like, bitch, you ain't embarrassing nobody with that piece of news because my mama ain't do no shit like that. And if she did, that's on her. That ain't got nothing to do with me. So you ain't embarrassing nobody around here. You know what I'm saying? And if you really want to drop bombs, I know about how your mama excuse me, I know about your mama, having some whole dealings with your father's brother. You know what I'm saying? So yes, if anything, your mother slept with your uncle and your father. So who the fuck you talking about me? So everybody at the table just clutching each other pearls, because obviously these bitches know each other businesses because they've been friends for the longest time, and now this is like the I'm assuming the ultimate argument to end the episode with, because I'm assuming, I think either after this is the reunion coming up soon. So it's some hot shit being spit up right here, and everybody is like, what? And splash burns from all the hot tea being spilled, child. Last piece as they went to commercial was Shamia saying that she heard Portia's glam saying that that it's supposed to be all bets are off, that they're not friends, they're co-workers, so they can spill each other's tea. Now, Shamia, that looks bad on you. My unpopular opinion is that looks bad on you, because again, Portia's your storyline. Portia got a storyline. Portia is a prominent part of the show. Never mind, she got a whole girlfriend and a whole boyfriend, and Dennis is still trying to hit. So when we look at you, your whole storyline is dead as fucking the doornails. Like, bitch, you are not interesting. So you are fighting with fucking Portia to keep interesting. Again, your connection to Portia is the only reason why you on the show. And you mad that you not part of the main storyline like Portia is. And you doing everything and anything, and this shit look real poop-up, my nigga. It look real poop-up. I don't know if this was a producer rehearsed or if K. Michelle actually felt this way. But they would, you know what I'm saying? First of all, Shamia and Portia went back and forth to the point where Shamia got up and said, "I'm leaving, fuck this, fuck that, y'all believe in her lies, I'm good." And K. Michelle started talking up for her, like, yo, maybe she, because she's so devastated about this relationship, she doing all kind of shit, you know what I'm saying? So, maybe you should, give her a chance and see with her. Portia said, "Bitch, did you hear what that bitch said about my mother? Like, I've been watching this bitch being evil for the longest. Like, this bitch has been growing into this evil fucking gnat that I'm glad to fucking get rid of. Like, I'm supposed to, she talking shit about that she sorry I couldn't let my daughter over there. That bitch tried to fucking poison me. I'm gonna let her go be around my daughter? Fuck you talking about?" You know what I mean? Which, like I said, in my situation before, we're connected to my personal situation. That had nothing to do with this, because my shit is completely different than this. This right here is fucking Shamia decided to turn a whole new head. Like, she turned it into a whole completely different person when she went from friend of to actual being part of the fucking show. You know what I'm saying? This is where she flipped the script. And because she flipped the script on Portia said, "No, bitch, you a snake, I'm good." And I feel her. Like, once you see a person is a snake, you good. There's nothing that's gonna make you not act accordingly when it comes to a motherfucking snake. And that's exactly how Portia doing it. Like, bitch, I'm good on this bitch. There's no turn back. There's no spin the block on this. We good. Let her go ahead. Because this was all a plot for her to be on the fucking show. And now that she on the show, she good. She good. She got her spot right. She don't need me no more. She don't need me no more. And they end the episode with Kelly leaving with Shamia. Shamia crying in the car, talking, and and Kelly just holding her for support. And then they talk about next episode. So next episode, clearly that means that we getting close to the reunion, but the reunion ain't here yet. Next episode going on. Let me hit play so that this shit could. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I did turn it down. Good. Hit the so, but yes. Next episode is gonna be Phaedra's birthday. It's gonna be some surprises. It looked like some sort of club appearance, and Shamia gonna be there acting stush and shit, and you know what I'm saying, somebody gonna want to leave or she gonna get put out. I don't know. And then there's a conversation that Portia has with her sister, obviously about the fuckery, and it's like, you know, Shamir, you could just you might as well get your ass on a plane and go back to America, because the fuck, like, and also maybe, not be on the show, but then again, being on your show was the goal in the first place, right? No matter what, right? Even if it destroyed a friendship that clearly has been going on for years, because clearly, if your mama and her mama been friends, that means y'all been friends since before Botox and everything. I'm just saying. Anyway, like and subscribe. Keep it cute in the comments. You know what I'm saying? See me the next time I got an unpopular opinion. And of course, check out my book, That One Voice Revised Edition. It's a romance novel. It's about a famous author who, as he's selling his bestseller, he's turning his bestseller into an audiobook. He meets his one true love. $15 for the book, including shipping. And check out my channel sponsor, bougiestoner.co. And of course, check out Motherhood, Sex, Marijuana, the podcast. Yeah, that's everything, right? Yeah, I got it. I got everything. Even through the clouds, I got everything. Yeah, let's go. See you later.